All right, stock market analysis. I'm going to give you my projections on the S&P 500. First, do look at this slide. It gives you important information about our approach to analysis and what that means for you. S&P 500, my stock market view for the next 1 to 3 months looking at SPY. Now we're in a market that has been, of course, moving up sharply, and now the NASDAQ, which has led the market to the upside, is beginning to churn. The last 6 days, it's moved basically sideways, while the other indexes have held pretty firm, and the breadth in the market has been improving as money has been flowing to other sectors. The best sector has been the Russell, and that's what we talked about, is that money would be moving out of NASDAQ into Russell. On Friday here in this week, the NASDAQ got a pop again, and that was based on some news that came out of Tesla and GM, who are partnering, and Netflix that has done a good job in cracking down on password sharing. So there was some pretty good jumps in the NASDAQ, and it's given part of that back here on Friday. But overall, this has been a week of what we call pretty good gyrations, and the major indexes being fairly flat and the Russell being the best index. Let's take a look now as we look at the 1 to 3 month view of SPY. This is the SPY chart. For those of you that are brand new, we do cycle analysis. These half moons or cycle brackets on the bottom are the way that we see the timing of the individual cycles. You can see on here there's a minor one and a dominant one, and each of these is called a harmonic family. What we look at here, besides the timing and the cycle rhythms, are also support, resistance, and our proprietary indicators. In this case, the momentum indicator being the slim ribbon that you see, the reversal scout, which you see right over here. We use the slim ribbon on the daily chart, and this you can see has had momentum moving up right over here as the market has been moving up. These yellow zones right in here are the corrective periods where you expect pullbacks in the market, where 2 of the cycles are pushing down to the downside. This is where money is flowing out, and you can see that there. When money flows out right over here, but it finishes that correction well above where it started, then the next cycle is often positive, more than 70% of the time that it achieves levels above the previous peak that you see right over here. So this rally, which we had talked about at the beginning of the year, got up to the 430 or 4,300 level in the S&P 500, which was our upside target that we talked about when we did our show when it was trading right down over here. At that time when we did the show, we were unsure whether or not this next declining period was going to equal that low or take it out. But then as time went by, we knew that wasn't happening, and we upgraded the pattern, though all along we had that 4,300 target right there. And it did hit it this week. In fact, in the S&P 500, getting up to as high as 43.23 here on Friday. So we're calling that a bullseye on this longer term analysis. So now what we're looking at here, let's just take a look at these last couple of cycles, and you can see where we are right now. And the target that we have here and this resistance zone is between that 4,300 right over there, which is the 435 actually is the major 61.8%. And right over here, which is around this is 43. What is that? That's 431 right over there. I'm sorry. That's labeled wrong. And this is 436 right over here, which is that 4360 area on the S&P 500. This is a very, very tough zone. Now, were it to be able to get past that 4360, which I think is a low probability, then it would point way up here to the major 78.6%, which is also the 100% fib extension, up at around 451 or 4,500 up on the S&P 500. We are not upgrading it to here yet because I think it's a low probability for that to happen, and this is really an area where it is likely to stall. Now, I want you to see here, this positive configuration and translation says that minor pullbacks and higher levels are ahead. That's what that node is. And what that says is that this minor cycle correction right in here is likely to bring a decline. The minor correction aligns with the NASDAQ, which is likely to have a trough in early July. That's why we have this projected to early July, a pullback right in here. But then we think we get that next move up. So if we pull back to this actually intermediate 23.6%, that's at around 418. Or 4180 on the S&P 500, then we think it'll be moving up again here and approaching that level up around 4360. And then getting into that major corrective period over here, which is that typical September, October, which could bring a modest decline, something like this, or it could bring a much bigger decline. And of course, if it got under this level, it would call the end of the bull market. That's 380. Anytime below 380 in this time period and the bull market's over. So that's what we're looking for, a pullback here over the next few weeks and then another rally. We believe that this will be the NASDAQ that is pulling the market down right in here, and the other indexes will probably hold up pretty well here, and that this upside movement here will probably be a broad move that looks at these other areas of value in the market with money flowing out of the NASDAQ and moving into other groups in a rotational period right in here. And that's what we really think is all of this will be a rotation, and then this will be a full market decline out over here into the September, October period. So that's a look at the 1 to 3 month view, looking at cycle analysis. Again, if you want to learn about cycle analysis, you can go to the askSlim website and go to the area where it says go to workshops, and under workshops there's a great way for you to see what our cycle analysis is all about. We have a workshop there that you could take with 24 video modules. It took me 2 years to write and over 6 months to produce. It's the best in the world if you want to learn cycle analysis. So I really encourage you to go there and really read what it says there. Watch a little video that I put up there that does some explaining about cycle analysis. And you have no obligation when you go there. You're just going to learn some stuff about how we made these projections and how we had a good sense that 4,300 was coming for the stock market this year. That's our intermediate view for the SPY in a market that is exceptionally strong still right now. All right, so I want you to go to right now askSlim.com and take advantage of our premium services preview, which means if you sign up this week, you'll get access through 6/23 of all of our most popular services. It includes everything on this list. I did a little bigger explanation of it earlier in the show, and you do not need a credit card. We just want to show you what we're doing, all of this great stuff, because then you'll realize how important it is for you to use our site as a major site for analysis and education for you to really improve your knowledge, your approach to the markets. That's all we want to do. We want you to be super successful because your success is our success. So go look at this and sign up right now for this free trial that we have with absolutely no credit card. You'll be amazed at everything that we're going to give you.